Hey collective. Hey, I thought I would just jump on and do a reading. It's been a few days. I don't know if I've noticed, if I've mentioned, if I've noticed, that I'm an artist, and so I work at markets, like once a month, and I do all my own art, and I do quite a few things. So I get quite busy just before the markets. It's like, shit. So anyway, I'm trying to squeeze a lot in at the moment, and then the market's on top. Yeah, so I've like just started a whole new routine of like fully rehabilitating and rebuilding my body, and I'm doing a lot of therapy and a lot of art, and I'm a mother, I'm a person. I'm juggling a lot of things at the moment, but I love it. I love all of them. I only do things that I love. It's just when you're doing 50 million things, it's all cool until it comes to crunch time, right? Crunch time's like, oh shit. But I'm trying to turn on this brick. I definitely needed to come in and do a reading with this energy because we've had a major shift. If you haven't already had this shift, it'll be coming. So that's just a little of what is going to be coming. I have naked nails at the moment. I'm a nail technician, so I usually always do my nails because they're hideous. So I don't mind my nails, but I actually do hair braiding at the markets for little girls and face painting. So I don't know if I'm actually gonna, I might just paint them and leave them bare because it's easier to braid. Anyway, just a like quick 2 minutes of my life. Let's put some frequency music on. Cat, and my cat is on a strict diet. I feed her once at 5 o'clock every day now because I am planning to go away on holiday at some point, so I'm retraining her so that my neighbor can feed her. So she's gonna be a pain in the ass because it is 4:17 right now. To be fair, she's been like this all day. So if I'm like having a go at my cat, you know why. She thinks she's bestie or Sigmet. But she's not. She doesn't even catch mice anymore. Like, that's her job. She's not. You're not doing your job, Ruby. Do you hear me? She's playing with like a bead or something on the floor. Okay, let's go like in abundance, because that's the energy, abundance frequency. Play, can you skip survey? Thank you. So that's the energy, is if you have been working hard, like I have been working hard, putting the work in, and I've noticed in life, right, just as you start getting, I want to say hoha again, if you're in New Zealand you know what I'm saying, but as you start getting over it, hoha is a Māori word, and I'm not Māori, but I speak Te Reo. So just as you start getting like, what the fuck, you know, you're like, I'm putting in all this work, and it's stagnant, nothing's moving. It's like building blocks, right? You're putting in these building blocks, and you're putting in these building blocks, and you're manifesting, you're investing, you're energetically and physically, and you know, you are investing yourself, you are investing your power, you're investing your abundance into your projects, and it takes time to build. Depending on your star sign too, with your patience level. Like I have been working on my patience, because I've had to learn that patience is a very, very important part of investing, of building. Imagine an impatient builder up there with his hammer and his skill saw and just, it's dangerous, right? It's dangerous. You've got to learn patience. Like, you can't build anything without patience. So yeah, that was my main message today. And downloaded. And the shift is basically, when I say, I've said in my other videos that manifestations are coming in, there's so many levels of hearing that, okay? But I need you to feel it, okay? I need you to, any little manifestation that comes in, any little blessing, I need you to get really fucking excited, and I need you to be really grateful for it, okay? You are gonna get more than what you've bargained for and whatever you've been putting out there. I imagine if you're part of my collective, you've not been putting bad vibes out there, because otherwise my readings would suck for you, right? You would get really annoyed, you would get irritated with my light, and you would not be able to watch them, because that's what we're about here. We're about irritating people with our light. Like a moth to a flame, they're gonna get burnt, right? Cat, you can play all you like. Leisha's amused, right? So that's gonna be key to this. I've already installed your update. We did that last time. I don't know why I keep seeing Afterpay ads. I've paid off my Afterpay. I don't want to Afterpay anything anymore. So I wish I could actually verbally explain what I'm feeling. Like, I want you to get excited, okay? Part of this manifestations coming in, manifestations, is the universe is going to give you a little bit and a little bit and a little bit at a time. And it's going to see how you react to these little blessings. And then they're going to get bigger and bigger depending on your change of frequency, right? If you're stressed, I've never seen that before in my life. In a couple of my videos I've talked about a blue heron, which is, it's a grey bird with a long beak, and it's a very elegant bird. You have to look it up, a blue, or just the heron, right? It's a heron. You usually find them by the beach. I'm kind of by the water, but there's this one that kind of just shows up. I just watched it fly. I've seen them fly quite low, but fly right into the top of this tree and sit in the top of this tree. Look it up, but I've looked it up a few times, and it means new beginnings, but abundant new beginnings. And it is amazing, an amazing sign. It hit my head at some point, I'm not sure. Might have knocked some sense into me. Okay, so that was a message about the manifestations coming in. Oh, my sage is in the bathroom. I had a spiritual bath last night. I hope you guys are doing your spiritual baths. I hope you guys are cleansing your house with sage. Rosemary, dried rosemary, is a really good thing to have around. Just sitting. It's really good for promoting healing. I've got it on here, I think. Past life recall and psychic detox also. But like, you put it in the bath and it promotes healing. And in your food too. It's really good to have in your food. There was something that was, yeah, so it actually really works with the past life recalling. Because when I started collecting it and putting it in my bath, that's right, I put it in my bath and I had this full, like, download this full, like I closed my eyes in the bath and had some frequency, like meditation music playing. And I don't know about you guys, but I get really busy and I don't ignore my ancestors, I just don't meditate and connect with them. I get, a bit caught up in the 3D. I just seen 10:10, so completions on the timer. And so I closed my eyes, I took some deep breaths, and I was in the bath and I was like, okay, spirit guides, ancestors, lay it on me. My mind is open and it is clear for any messages that you would like to bring in. And like, I was just transported, like, when you can get yourself into these places where nothing's going to disturb you, where you're totally at peace, where your mind is totally clear, you're at peace, it's a certain frequency that you reach, like a very balanced frequency, and just with, the aromas and stuff, and you can actually just really channel so clearly. Like it's a straight channel to your ancestors, to your spirit guides, and they're like, fucking finally. Finally, she's picked up the phone and called us because we've been wanting to talk to her. And so I've had a lot of my messages come in that way. I actually probably really need to do that again. You should do it at least like once a week, once every couple of weeks. Otherwise, shit's gonna start moving around your house. Stuff will stop working. Like noises, like things that remind, like they will get your attention one way or another. I tell you now. Not just ancestors and spirit guides. The reason why I tell you to keep the rosemary in your house too is people astro traveling. Astro traveling has become really fucking popular. People think it's just so cool and entertaining to go into meditation, leave their body, go into spirit form, and go fucking visit people in their house and fully break their privacy. So if you ever feel like you are being watched, you probably are, right? Because practicing anything, and if you are spiritual, there is a door. The door is open. If you are not aware and you're not protecting yourself and you don't have spells of protection and communication with your ancestors and spirit guides, people can just come in. And so it has taken me a long time to actually, because I'm clairvoyant, I'm clairaudient, I'm a medium, I have very powerful gifts. So when I'm at home, I've got to the point they cannot penetrate my home barrier. My home is very protected. The only spirits I allow in my home are my ancestors, my angels, my spirit guides. They are always here with me. I do not allow anyone alive, basically, in my home, because you know what? They need to respect the spiritual laws, and there are spiritual laws, okay? I can't just be wandering around people's houses fucking with their stuff. And I had this one time, and I just had enough that someone I know had come in, and the things that had been deliberately messed with in my house, like I knew exactly who it was. They'd somehow broken my barrier, and I don't know what they're going through now, but like I say, if they can manage to get through your barrier but you are protected, it's not fucking worth it. I tell you now, it would not have been worth it, because whatever they sent to me, I'm send back tenfold, and they're gonna haunt themselves. Like, my things that wouldn't work have started working again. If they come in with bad intentions to scare you, to, don't let it. Observe, be aware, talk to your spirit guides, talk to your ancestors, let them know, pray, talk to God, let them know what's going on, okay? But be very aware, because if you ignore it, and you don't communicate, you won't get justice, okay? And it leaves the door open for them. But justice will always be served. And then your home will be peaceful again. I haven't learnt it all, but I have fucking learnt a lot, I tell you now. So, don't come into my house. Well, my phone's ringing. 1 second. I'm back. Sorry about that, collective. That was my doctor's. I had to take the call. So I'm just going to pop these videos together. I have a few health things that I'm fighting at the moment, as well as everything else. But we won't get into that because it's quite personal. I try to keep that stuff to myself. But if you want an example of being able to do everything at once and having some serious health problems at the same time, I'm happy to be your example. You are a limitless being. You can learn to manage anything, especially if you're looking after yourself and you're giving yourself all the right kind of nutrients. And I don't just mean food and drink. I mean positive thoughts, protecting yourself from low vibes, from, you know, keeping up with your prayers and just believing in yourself. Through my journey with my health, I actually have 3 surgeries I need coming up. I've got about 5 months to wait, so another 5 months to manage what I'm going through, and then I guess I'll have like a few months of recovery and healing, and then we'll see what happens from there. But what I have done that's really helped me is I have looked at other people's stories. I have looked at people who have had cancer, who have had triple bypasses, who have had heart attacks, who have had, you know, like, I have looked at their strength and their courage and the things that people have lived through, and that has really helped me when you're feeling low, when you're feeling, and trust me, I've been in and out of hospital all year. I've been through it. And I've kept building myself, and I've done it on my own. I've found that's easier. I've done it in secret. My family, I've kept it from them because I don't need the influence, to be fair. If it's not supportive, it's not for me, you know. Talk to the people who are supportive of you, who make you feel good. You don't need any kind of negativity when you're trying to fight something. So yeah, looking at these people when you're feeling low, when you're struggling, it is really good to just take yourself outside of yourself for a moment and look around and realize how lucky and how grateful you are. Start the day with a prayer. End the day with a prayer. Thank you for waking me up today. Thank you for my day. I pray every morning and I pray every night, and I am grateful that I still get to be here, because honestly, like, we're not promised anything. We're not entitled to anything. Every day we have here is a blessing, and it is, I still haven't pulled out any cards. Every day we're here is a blessing. Every moment, every experience, every growth, every transformation we go through is an absolute experience. Oh, wait. It's a blessing. Okay, so be grateful. Be grateful for the air you breathe. Be grateful for the roof over your head. Be grateful for everything. For anyone in your life who truly loves you, even if it's one person, be grateful for your self-love. Be grateful for the bad times you made it through that you never thought you would make it through. Soul family. bringing in your soul family, those people who do make you grow, who help you when you need it, who you can trust, who you can lean on, who you can open up to. Those people are your, you know, be grateful for them and you will attract more of them. If you do not have your soul family yet, call them in, ask your angels, ask God, be patient, work towards it, work towards being what you want. You've got to be that person and you will attract that person. Nourish, number 23. Nourishing yourself, nourishing your home, like looking after your hair. My hair has grown so much, it was like up to here a year ago. Because I've been nourishing it. I have been doing like natural hair masks I make myself. I have been telling it it's beautiful and telling it to grow. I trimmed a little bit off it in the full moon. It's the only time I'll cut my hair now. And it's like, it's for our hair, this is our spiritual tentacles, okay? So you must respect and look after your hair. It is your spiritual tentacles. Like, it's very sensitive. Because your crown chakra, your head's very sensitive, right? And it's an extension of your head. So nourish yourself, nourish your skin. Like we need vitamin E oil in our skin. Flax seeds, like powdered flaxseed, is really, really good for your skin. Keratin. What else is good for your skin? Turmeric. I have been making these turmeric pastes. If you've got any acne, like I get acne every month with my menstrual cycle, and then it like hangs around for a bit, and then by the time it clears up, it's time again. But turmeric and milk, if you make a paste and put it on your face, be careful because it stains. Be careful where you wash it off. I washed mine off in the bath and the whole bath went yellow. That was an experience. But it brightens your skin. I learned it, the Indian culture, they use it before like their weddings and stuff like that. It brightens the skin and it removes scarring. You can use it on stretch marks too. If you have stretch marks, just keep using it like however often you like. Leaves a bit of a yellow tinge, but as long as you know that. Angels, spirit guides, Spirit, please come down and give us any messages that we need. For the collective, please. Messages for the collective. Please protect us as I give these messages. Please bring us abundance, protection, health, soul family. We're ready. We're ready to ascend. We are ready to jump timelines. We are ready to move forward. We are grateful. Whispers. Ooh, I've been seeing 1212 a lot. Okay, that's number 12. Whispers. The healing soul journey. I'm gonna keep that one. 1212. 1212 is there's a lot going on, like a lot of stuff coming in at the moment, which is great. It's great, and like that's what happens, eh? Everything comes in all at once and you're like, shit. I've worked in bars and I had 3 children on my own at 21. I can juggle, I tell you now. I somehow was holding like 2 kids and cooking dinner, and I don't know how, but I can juggle some shit. So 1212 is aligning. It's aligning with your, in my perspective, from what I have learnt with 1212, is it can be a twin flame number 2 if you're on the twin flame journey, aligning with your soul partner, union. Sometimes that can mean like a checkpoint, like 1212 can be like I don't know if you play games or play PlayStation. I've played PlayStation. since I was like 12. So that's what, to me, like your checkpoints where you save, right? Your safe point. You've made it to that level, you've made it to that marking point. That's how I see 12-12. You're that little bit closer and you're safe. You're there, you're safe. That's you. You're, you know, there's no going back. That stuff, you've passed the level. Okay, 12-12 is, you know, 10-10 completion, 11-11 awakening, 12-12 like level fully complete, end of cycle, like not just end of cycle but beginning of the new one. I've got soul song and joy. Your soul is singing a song. You might be a singer. You might feel a lot of joy in singing. The universe loves it. Spirit loves it when we sing. And like I said in my last video about the humming, birds, right? When they sing, they're like singing's a certain. It's a high frequency. It's different to talking. Like we can speak on different frequencies, right? And we can sing, but singing and talking is very different. It's a different kind of speech dimension. It's if you are a singer, sing, definitely. Don't be shy. I was shy for a long time, but now I'm not. It took a long time. I'm 35 and I probably only just started singing in front of people like a year or two ago. But you will get there. You will get there. Two and 7, 27. So our numbers here we've got is 12, 36, 23, 41, 9, end of cycles, 27, which adds up to a 9 as well. Focus and enlightenment. Focus, yeah, focus is very beneficial. Staying focused, because as these things come in, it can be distracting. If you're in a stagnant space, if you're stressed, you're not focusing, right? Well, you are focusing, but you're focusing on the wrong thing. So if you find yourself stressing about something and you have tried your hardest, you need to give it to God, give it to the universe to transform for you, because you can't do any more. And manifestation, yeah, focusing on your manifestations brings enlightenment and joy. Definitely the number 25. You might be 25, you might be 52, you might be 37, might be 43. These might be your numbers somehow. They might resonate, might not. This reading might resonate, might not. Oh, I'm still sore from the gym. Okay. That was a lot about manifestations coming in. And I was mucking around with these cards yesterday. Not mucking around, I was reading them. And I feel called to like the union energy. It has changed. So I'm going to read a few of these cards that come up. And they may resonate with you, they may not. If they do, take it. If they don't, see communication. I'm just going to read them and you take them as it is. But it's going to align with this. Spirit guides, what does the collective need to know? Messages from their special person. I feel like you might be in separation. Separation might have ended, might have gone through a breakup. Might be wondering where the fuck they are, right? What's going on? Why aren't they talking to me? And honestly, when you get clarity, because and you will get clarity, I tell you now, because that weird fish pond that you swim in of all of the confusing and the, is it me, is it this, and you're like trying to figure out, right, what the fuck is going on, because they're not talking. And then you finally, you jump, you align, and it happens, and you come into union and you get the clarity, and you're like, oh, and you're like, you could have just said that. But at the same time, they can't. Sometimes it's divine timing. Sometimes we are not capable of being who we are before we've gone through everything it could possibly be. Oh, protected. Okay, these messages might all be for you. They might, one might be for you. You might resonate. You might not. Oh, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Might just come out, surprisingly out of nowhere. You might have to let go. You might get pissed off. You might block them. You might have had, so much time away from them that, you've forgotten they exist, or they've forgotten you exist, and they've been going through a transformation, and you've unknowingly been going through a transformation too. Sometimes it's only when you stop stressing about it, you let it go, you fully move on, that it can actually transform, because that's part of manifestation, is letting go, completely letting go of it. Any more messages, please, Spirit? I feel like there's one more for somebody in particular. Oh yeah, regret. We'll read that one last, but that one has come out for someone specifically, because I could feel that one. Someone in time apart is going through regret, and they will get over it. I tell you now, they will get over it. They have to. They have to. Okay, the first one I have is strive. I have grown up since our last encounter. I have been working on myself to be better, to be the better person whom you can feel proud of. That's amazing. Also, something that can happen too is all of the things you've invested in, sometimes they all come in at once. Usually, then all of a sudden you've got 5 fucking boyfriends or girlfriends, and you're like, oh wait. Be wary of that one. I joke, but it's not funny. Like, oh no. Oh no. Like, should we have a bidding war? Protected. I will always protect you, my love, even when we are together or not at this time. My higher self is always with you. I will always protect you and the love we share. I will keep boundaries around my heart that only you can cross that. Okay, and just what I was saying before about, everything coming in at once. Not everyone, okay, how do I explain this? Some people are on your journey to teach you. They meet you at your level that you're at, and it might not last. But they specifically, my door just tried to open then. It specifically is meant for you at that time. And we must appreciate these people and love them and respect, even if it was just to teach us a lesson. Okay, and appreciate the love that they have given, because some people are only capable of giving that, right? I think sometimes we expect the love that we give, the love that we imagine, the love that we feel from someone we don't know, and they don't know how to love like that. Then we get disappointed, we get upset, they feel rejected, they get a fear of abandonment. Just opening your mind so that everybody's on a different level. And, you know, not everybody is capable of being loved deeply as well. You might be full of love and it might be quite intense for someone who's never had love. I know I've been through that many times, and I've been pushed away and I've been rejected, not because they don't love me, but because they don't know how to accept it. They don't know how to react to it, and so people will put up a wall because they don't know how to deal with it. So as much as it is personal, it's actually not you, it's them. And it doesn't even necessarily mean like they're a bad person or anything. It's just that's where they're at, and you've got to respect where they're at and how they've got there. Right, intensity. My feelings for you overwhelm me sometimes. Please reassure me by taking things slowly and patiently. This will help me feel comfortable with the changes that are happening. Absolutely. Taking things slow. And that how you're going to do that is being grateful for every little moment that you get. Like, not being breadcrumbed and then they run away and disappear, but just trusting and not expecting. Just the law of attraction, right? Keep doing your thing and they will magnet back to you. You know, they'll either come back or they won't, and you just give them as much as they give you, and then you stop. Okay, it needs to balance. Don't keep on giving them and then demand that they give you back. It doesn't work that way. You give a little bit and they either, you know, give a little bit back, and you give a little bit, and if they stop giving and they need to go through some kind of transition, you stop giving too, and you keep them in your heart, and you keep doing what you're doing, and you keep working on yourself, because it's not time yet. You're not there yet. They're not there yet. Like, it's a whole shitload of trust and faith and self-development and self-work, and relationships aren't easy, you know, but there's a right way and a wrong way, and I'm trying to teach the right way while I learn the right way, because I sure as hell have done it the wrong way. And I've sure as hell seen it a million times done the wrong way, and I have learnt to be at peace, to give that love to myself, and trust and hope, you know, that one day it'll come in, and it's not going to come in riding on a motherfucking horse like, I am here, my queen. That shit's not, it's not going to happen like that. It's going to be like, hey, I'm kind of nervous, but do you want to meet up? You know, like, especially if you've got an intense spiritual, you know, connection. And that's how you want it too, because if you've got, you know, it's intense on both sides, you don't want to rush that. You don't want to overwhelm yourself and lose your mind and fuck it up, right? And then you've got another 8 months of separation because you rushed, like, Right, wait. The next card is wait. I haven't wanted to admit to myself how I really feel for you. It means stepping out of my comfort zone. It's time. I know it's taking me a while. I do know what you need, and I want to do this right. Please wait for me. I will do things right between us when I come forward to you. Yeah, give them time. Give them time. Baby steps. One thing at a time, right? Because love bombing, someone who's going to come in and just buy you a bunch of shit and tell you they love you and put all this stuff on you and push you and rush you, they need healing. Okay, that's 99% of the time going to be a narcissist, and you need to steer clear of that. Okay, someone who genuinely cares for you and loves you, they're going to be nervous. They're going to struggle to open up. They're going to struggle, you know, with rejection, because the love they have for you is real. It is completely 100% real, and you mean a lot to them. This is making me super emotional. someone who you don't mean fuck all to, and they see you as some top. They see you as a notch in their belt. They see you as a trophy on their wall. They see, oh, I want that and I can have whatever I want. They are going to say and do whatever it takes to get instant gratification. They are not looking at long term. They are not looking at forever. They are looking at instant and short term. They are just looking to get some, basically. If I've learned anything in my life is instant is not good, okay? And it can be really dangerous. So don't be impatient, okay? Good things are worth waiting for. The best things in life are worth working for and waiting for, because they're going to be solid. Okay, learning. You are unique and special, and I have never met anyone like you before. You have opened me up to things that I never knew were possible. I am so strong because of the power of our love. You have opened my heart to the truth, and I am very grateful for all of the lessons that we both are learning now. You might also be an activator, and that could make people very uncomfortable. I'm an activator. I make people run away because they start going through shit. And some people are into it, some people can handle it, and some people are like, whoa, there's something up with her. And it spooks them, right? Especially if they don't want to do the work. They're just like, whoa, I don't know what the fuck that's about. You know, some people, they can deal with it, they can trust, they can have faith, but some people, most people, they just want something instant, fun. They want to feed their ego, right? Someone who is willing to put the work in, who's willing to go off and heal and wait and develop and change and get a little bit lost and have an ego death because they fell in love with you. That's your fucking person, okay? That's your fucking person. And they are probably going to say the wrong thing. They are probably going to say nothing sometimes because they don't know what to say, especially when you've got a really powerful spiritual connection. Like, what do you say? Especially like with telepathy. I've been thinking about that lately. Like, how do you even in 3D talk about telepathy? Because you're speaking like you're in the 3D but you're not. You're switching between dimensions, the telepathy, and you see these signs and stuff. And, you know, I guess maybe one day you'd talk about it, but you'd have all this other stuff you got to talk about, and you got to take it slow. And do you ever talk about it? I don't know. I've told a few people sometimes I've dreamt about them, and they're like, and then you find out they're dreaming about you too, and people don't know how to process it, right? Especially like I read tarot. I have been watching videos for 5 years, but a lot of people don't. You know, a lot of people aren't as aware as we are. They just don't know, and then all of a sudden they're seeing your name, they're dreaming about you, they're seeing all these things, they've got all this stuff coming through, and it must be really fucking intense. So give them some grace, okay? Give them some grace and some support. Pray for them. Prayer is powerful. Regret, and it can move things along too if you are ready. Tell God, tell your spirit guides, tell them, I'm ready for the next stage, I'm ready for the next step. Please bring it in for me. I need help. I'm ready. Regret. This is the last one I pulled out. That is a message definitely for someone here. They need to hear. I am so ashamed and embarrassed. I can't bear to look at you in the eyes and tell you everything. I can't stand the thought of making you cry. Just let me build up the courage to confront us. So this makes me feel this is usually, like, to me, the beginning kind of parts. They've got to release the shame, the fear, I feel like this is somebody who has really hurt someone they loved, and maybe they didn't realize who you were. If I'm talking to you and someone has really hurt you and being stupid, feeding their ego, they were blind. I'm just channeling what I'm picking up to do with this right now. It belongs to a specific person. It may, someone is in definite regret. They didn't know who you were. They didn't know how much they loved you. They didn't know how deep they loved you and how you were a blessing to them until they hurt you and they treated you like you were nothing, like you were a game. And do you know how they know? Do you know how they know who you are now? Because when they hurt you, it hurt them. They hurt themselves because you are connected. You are so deeply connected on a soul level and they didn't know. Okay? And you've gone off and you've been healing. And they don't know how. They're stuck with this pain and it is eating them up. They want to come and talk to you. They want to say they're sorry because they are desperate to heal, to get rid of this pain. It is following them around everywhere. They're possibly taking drugs, drinking. I'm hearing that even trying to have sex isn't working. Like they're trying to numb this pain and it is incredible. They feel like they're in hell. They're in their own purgatory. Their dreams, it is just going over and over. It's haunting them, how they've treated you. They've gone through an awakening. This pain has woken them up. They have seen exactly who they are and it is killing them. On a spiritual level, it might be manifesting physically in their body. They might be sick. I can feel it. Like it makes me want to cry. One second. One moment. Okay. But this person hurt you and you've done the healing, or you are healing, and this is not your problem. Okay? One of the worst things about abuse is that when the person who hurt you hurts themselves, you feel responsible for the hurt, right? And you feel like you need to heal them. You feel somehow responsible for what they have done to you. And I'm going to tell you now, keep moving forward, keep loving yourself, keep healing, keep cutting that cord. If it helps, send them healing. It helps sometimes to pray for those people that have hurt us. It helps us release. It helps us let go. It helps us release the resentment when we talk to God and we talk to Spirit and we say, please, Lord, I pray for those who have hurt me. For whatever reason they hurt me, I understand it had nothing to do with me, and I'm going to heal, and that is my gift. That is my blessing. That is my super fucking power, is that you get to heal it. You get to move on. You get to have a beautiful new life. You get to have a beautiful new love, and they do not. That's why they hurt you, because they're carrying all this hurt around because they don't know how to heal. Okay? So send them healing, but keep your motherfucking boundaries up. Do not let them come back in. Do not let them put their shit on you, okay? They cannot come back in and say sorry for hurting you and it's going to take away their pain. They've got to do what you've done. They've got to get clean. They've got to go to therapy. They've got to learn to love themselves. It is not easy. It is not like saying sorry. Hey, I'm sorry I hurt you. It doesn't work like that. You know, have you ever had someone just really, really hurt you and then they say sorry and you feel absolutely fucking nothing, right? Because it's just a word. Like, I have done some things in my life, you know, back in some of the most, like I had a lot of pain. I went through some incredibly painful things in my life, and there are a couple of people here and there who I really fucking hurt. One of them, for like 3 years or 4 years, I memorized his number off by heart. And I would just break down and, you know, text him and say, I'm so sorry. Or like, you know, send the message telepathically. And knowing at the same time, like, it doesn't matter. My sorry doesn't mean shit. The damage is done. All I can do now is forgive myself, move on. And he's going to have to do the work to heal himself. I have to do the work to heal myself. Sorry doesn't cut it. Action. We have to put the action in, and we have to do it for ourselves. Okay, because then if we look at people who have hurt us and they've gone out and they have put the, you know, they've been affected by hurting people, and they've looked at themselves and they've been like, fuck, I'm a piece of shit. You know, I have hurt, you know, and it hits them and they've gone through an awakening and they're like, and you can see that they've gone through ego deaths. They've done their shadow work. They've looked at every ugly thing in their life like I have. I have been karmic in my life, and I've had to look at all of that and, you know, push through the shame. Like, shadow work is hearty. It's not for everyone. That's why a lot of people just grab another bag and shove it in there and just carry around all these 50 million bags and load it on to the next person, because they don't have the courage to look at it and to sit with themselves, to cry, to feel that pain that they had put somebody else through because of the pain that they were in, and knowing it was all them. And then to go from there and to forgive themselves by understanding that that's who they were at the time that had to happen, and that pain that they caused themselves was needed to develop themselves, and to forgive and to try harder, to work harder, to move on from it, to make it better, to be a better fucking person, right? And eventually it'll balance out somewhere, and maybe you'll bump into that person one day and you'll say, hey, I'm sorry I was an asshole to you. I'm sorry I did that to you. And, you know, you might just align and they might just say, it's okay. I healed. I did things that weren't right as well. I'm sorry. And, you know, that happens when two people do the work. And even sometimes it doesn't need to be spoken. When two people have done the work, you can see. And it heals it. Like the guy I was talking about before. You know, he might have gone through an awakening. He might see me somewhere online and see what I've done, and it might help him. You know, that we've all grown up. We did the shit we did. We got through it. We changed. We evolved. We moved on. We let it go. It helps him let it go, because, you know, when you change and you evolve and you move on, you let it go. You release it. We're different people now, you know. Some people stay the same and they're in the same cycle and they just go round and round in fucking circles, but you can tell, and you just stay away from them and you just understand, you respect that, you let it go, and you forgive them because they obviously didn't know any better, and they never fucking will because they're asleep, right? And that it's not personal because they're just doing that same thing to everybody. That is the way they move, that is the way that they... Anyway, this has been a very, very deep message, but honestly, this shift is, this ascension is it's a big one. I did say it was, but I didn't realize right until you're in it and you change. You can't know because you haven't become that person yet. And you might have just been through a big shift, or you might just be about to be pushed through that door. So be grateful, be open-minded, remember who the fuck you are, okay? We got no time for imposter syndrome anymore. You are a god, you are a goddess, you are a king, you are a queen, you are a powerful, limitless being, otherwise you would not be here listening to my videos and making it this far, okay? And we're going to keep going. We're going to keep evolving together. We're going to keep transforming, and rapidly, because that's what we do. Rapid transformation. So hold on tight. Hold on to your undies. I'm right here. Anyway, if you would like a personal reading with me, I always drop my email address in the description, or you can find it in my bio. Sensitivity. I am super, I almost cried so many times in this video. I'm always here for you. Okay, so if you want a personal reading, one-on-one, in your energy, help you with your transition, to help you with your transformation. If you're lost, if you're fucking absolutely just losing your mind and you can hardly even, and you need my help, email me. Don't worry about making sense, okay? I charge like $2 a minute New Zealand for a reading, and I upload them privately onto YouTube, so you have your own private listing. No one can see it, but it's always there for you. You can look back on it and you can see it whenever you like. You know, in 3 years time that video will still be there if you want to go back and look at it and remember where you were. If I give you any guidance that you need to remember, you can watch it over and over again. It belongs to you. And so the reason I charge by minute is because you can choose. That way you choose how long the reading goes for. It is up to you. I don't have set prices. That's my set price. So New Zealand, $2 a minute, up to you how long. So yeah, don't hesitate on whatever you need help with. If you need a healing session, it goes for that as well. I have a whole library in here, I tell you now, and that we've hardly even touched it. And I have been through almost everything that this life has to offer, good and bad. I have been through things you couldn't even imagine. I have done things, survived things, and I've mostly done it alone, so I'm happy to help you. I also, that's just in this lifetime, but I have a lot of knowledge from my last lifetimes, and I have had powerful past lives. That's how I've managed to do this and to get to where I am. I'm here for it. So if you want to call on my knowledge, if you want to call on my magic, I'm here for you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if these readings resonated with you. I really appreciate any of the support we get, and the channel will develop. It will develop as as it develops, and we will just go with the flow and transform with the channel as a collective. So if you made it this far, thank you. And I wish you guys all the best through this transition. Lots of love and light to you. Sending healing, protective vibes to you. You matter to me. I care about you. You need your angels. Tell them. Ask them. You need to call them in. Call them in. Just say, angels, I need you. Spirit guides, ancestors, come in. Come be with me. They will be with you. If you need me, it kind of works the same way. I'm very good at telepathy. So try it. If you want to. If your intentions are good and you need me, call me. If your intentions are bad, I would warn you, but you probably wouldn't be here in the video. I wouldn't fuck with me. I have got some gnarly ancestors that will whip your ass. Lots of love, collective. Until the next video. See you later. Take care.